Google reviews they have given us, which we definitely do not deserve. Like I can tell you that we don't deserve those Google reviews. We have had only excellent reviews, and I am so grateful, so deeply grateful for our customers. They are the kindest and the most respectful people that I have ever met. We have become friends with some of them and exchange numbers and etc., which is absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful for that. And wanted to report back to you on a couple of aspects of this business. And along the way, I'm going to dive into some of the details in terms of day-to-day operations, what it costs to run this business, what it costs per room, what is the cost per of the investment. It is a significant amount, and what it will cost, and when and if it ever becomes profitable. I will definitely be reporting back to you. At the moment, I can tell you that it's not, definitely not profitable. Far from it. However, it is very, very enjoyable. So a couple of things to mention so far. What I have observed with the hotel business. It is actually rather simple. Very. It is a very simple job. Really, operating a hotel is not that difficult. There are a couple of challenging elements of the hotel operation, but overall, it is one of the simplest jobs that you could possibly ask for, is to be operating a hotel. It is not that difficult. It really isn't. And achieving excellent reviews is, also rather simple. Provide good quality service at a reasonable rate, and people are more than happy to respond in kind. I will be diving into the some of the tiny little details that we have done in order to achieve that response rate from our customers, how we have been able to open without any experience. Neither myself nor my partners in this business have any experience in the hotel world, completely from scratch, and achieve only excellent reviews. How did we do that? Well, it's not that difficult, to be honest. It is rather simplistic, in my opinion anyway. It is rather really simple. That's what it comes down to. But I will dive further into that detail. Today I wanted to touch on a couple of things that have been on my mind, and hopefully that helps someone that is thinking about starting a hotel business. The very first thing in starting a business such as the hotel itself is the financial aspect of it. It is a very large investment. Whether you buy an existing property or you build it from scratch, just like we did, regardless of the way you do it, the cost is significant. The cost is quite a bit. We purchased the land here in the Mediterranean coastal sea of Fethiye in Turkey approximately 5 years ago, and that was at a cost of 650,000 euro. It was 600, but with closing costs, with taxes, fees to the agency, whatever else, it ended up being about 650. 650,000 euro. Now that's the land itself. And then obviously obtaining the permits, waiting for the approval from the government, going back and forth with the architects, making the changes that are needed from engineering perspective, from architectural perspective, from safety, and so on. All of those changes back and forth, they cost money, they cost time, effort. And then the building itself, I'm only going to mention one thing today, and that is we have two buildings which are in close proximity to each other surrounding the pool. Each building has an elevator. In total, one day we will have 4 floors. At the moment we have only 2 because we couldn't finish the other 2. But we have the permission to have 4. We have 1 underground and 3 above. 2 at the moment. One day we will have 3. Hopefully, we will see. Maybe. If the financials permit, we will do so. But the cost is the barrier to entry, or the initial investment, is significant. Just the elevators, each elevator is a little bit larger than the usual elevator. It fits 8 people instead of 4. It's double in terms of the size. But each elevator is 100,000 euro. That's just the elevators, 200,000. And then you pay a special person that installs the elevator. You pay maintenance fee for that elevator. On the top of that, the cabling that goes into the elevator to supply the power for it is actually of special kind, which cost more as well. The person who installs the cables cost more as well. So far, just the land, the permits, the architectural plans, engineering plans, etc., and the elevators, we are at €1 million, just in those 2. I mean, seriously, that's it. And then is the building itself, and then is the furniture, and then is the lighting, and then it's the everything else that goes along with it, final approvals by the government, and so on and so forth. And then is the kitchen, is the bar, and so on and so on and so on. I'm going to dive into every aspect of those items I mentioned in greater detail of what it costs and what it means to start a business like this. So this is one of the barriers to enter this type of industry. As a newbie into the business, I definitely didn't know much about it, but now I'm understanding more and more. The second most challenging aspect of this business is finding the associates that would serve the customers in a kind, respectful way, being able to communicate with them, yet do their job. And this is not that easy, especially in the area where we are. English is not very common, unfortunately, but we do need people with English skill in the English language abilities. We have people from all over the world, and we need to be able to communicate with them. So English is a must. Unfortunately, difficult to find those people. And the kind of people that not only can speak English but can communicate well, can do their job, can have a little bit of experience, well, very difficult. Don't want to say impossible, but it is not easy at all. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. On the positive side, those are some of the hurdles and some of the things that I mentioned so far. On the positive side, we have absolutely the most amazing, and I'm so grateful for that, the most amazing, incredible guests that you can imagine. They're very respectful. There's no excessive drinking, there's no fighting, there's nothing that is causing trouble here. Nobody has ever had any any problems here. So this has been a great blessing, and I'm very grateful for our customers. They are the best guests we could possibly hope for. Well educated, well informed, well mannered, and the Google reviews and the reviews overall that they have given us, I can tell you what, once again, I'm repeating myself, we don't deserve it. We definitely don't deserve those. We are far from deserving such kind words and so many stars on those Google reviews. I can't believe it when a new one pops in. Like 5-star again, are you serious? How did we do that? I'll dive into some of the details of how we do it, but it is not it's not that difficult, but at the same time I believe that we're lucky. I think that the customers that have come in so far have been absolutely incredible human beings, and I'm very grateful for that. The customers from Russia, from Europe, from United States, from Saudi Arabia, from Qatar, and some of the other places that people have come from. I mean, the kindest, the most wonderful people that you could meet. We have had incredible guests from Israel that were here just a couple of days ago. We became good friends with. From the Netherlands, I mean, seriously, from all over the world. Turkish people, it's amazing. I'm very grateful for that. So that is on the positive side. Very helpful, very nice business, very nice atmosphere, very kind people. Another positive aspect of this business that I would have to say so far we have encountered is we are fully booked. We are constantly, daily, fully booked. There is no room for myself at the moment. There isn't. I would love to stay here, but unfortunately I have to go home because there's no space for me. So I'm very glad our guests are occupying our rooms. We have 24 rooms so far. One day we are hopefully going to or just about double that count. One day we will see when that day comes. So far we have 24 rooms and they are fully booked. We are fully booked every single day. Many people have said, well, why don't you just go ahead and increase those prices so that you balance out a little bit. You don't have to tell people, well, I'm sorry, but we're fully booked when they call. Well, there's a reason for that. I don't want to increase the prices because if we go above the price range which the average person can afford or the middle class can afford, then you tap into the type of customer that thinks and feels they own the world. The type of customer that has a little bit more money, drives maybe a nicer car, has nicer possessions, and can drink, act in a certain way that we simply we don't really want that type of customers here. We prefer the customers that we have, and that works with pricing that is accessible to the middle class, to most people, to the majority of the people. Once we have tried that, we increase the prices a little bit, we end up getting these type of people that are getting drunk and throwing bottles on the ground and whatnot. We don't want that. No such thing here. So pricing actually is one of the determining factors of the type of clientele you would get in your hotel. This is something I didn't know. I'm learning now. I'm sorry, this is my dog. She's sitting here next to me. I mean, on me. She came out with me because otherwise she would have been home alone, and she has been home for a bit. It's been quite hot here in the Mediterranean Sea this summer, and anyway, she's with me. She's on my lap. Her name is Sophie. You'll meet her in the future videos. So from now on, what I will be talking about every day is I will be showing you a little bit about the pool, a little bit about the rooms, what kind of equipment we have. We have underfloor heating even on the outside. We're planning for the winter. We have heated pool. We are going to be discussing the insulation that we have put into this hotel and how that is helping to keep those rooms very quiet, cool in the summertime and warm obviously in the winter time. We'll be discussing the day-to-day operations, what it costs for us to operate a room, what the margins are, and the margins are, you'll be surprised, quite small. Actually, they're not that high. And we'll be discussing what Booking and Expedia and Hotels.com and all of those other channels charge on top of our pricing. You'll be surprised on that as well. I'll be diving into further detail of the cost of the rooms, what the rooms look like. I will take the camera with me in those videos, and I'll show you around, obviously, and you will see how that works out. Anyway, that's it from me for right now. This will be a daily thing. I will be joining you here on this channel every single day and answering any questions that anyone has about the hotel business. Not that I'm an expert. I'm definitely not an expert. This is my first time in this business, but I'll give you a first-hand experience, and you can learn with me on what it's like to operate this business. I'll give you every little detail. I would open the books and I'll show you the reservation pages and the changes that we are making and how we are determining the price and so on and so forth. All of that here in this channel. Hopefully you have some questions for me, and if you do, please write them down and we'll speak later. Thanks. Bye.